So before we get into our game picks this week, remember to head to symbol.com/Dawgs, DAWGS. Get your 10 free dollars so you can play the stock market for sports. You're going to hop on Symbol. You're going to buy shares of certain teams. So if you want to buy a couple shares of the Browns, as their stock goes up because they're winning games and people are buying into them, or for some reason we start losing, so people start selling, their stock price is going to go up or down. You're going to, make money, potentially lose money, hopefully not. You're going to make money, and then also another way you can win is if you have shares of a team, every time they win that week, you get an instant cash payout. So the more shares you earn, the more you win on your instant cash payout. Also, they have free pick 3 leagues. Essentially, you're going to jump on there, make your account, money for this. You're going to head down to the teammates section in the lower left-hand corner of the website, tap that, and then in the upper right-hand corner, it says join/create league. You're going to click on that, look for the Dawgs podcast, pick 3. You're going to join our league, pick 3 games against the spread. Winner at the end of the season is going to get a free Browns jersey. Completely free. All you have to do is win. You're going to get a free Browns jersey to any player you want. Pretty sweet deal. Yeah, just make an account and join our league. I mean, you don't have to deposit anything if you don't want to, but if you do, you do get free money for using our code. So correct. So 2 different ways. If you want to play for some money, go on and play the stock market for sports. If you just want to do the free pick 3, try to get your free Browns jersey, jump in and play with us. It's a ton of fun. I think my wife is actually tied for second or something.
I'm tied for last.
Yeah, well, I don't know how she did this week, but coming in, she had 4. And the winner, I think she was in second.
No way. Oh, what's her name?
Kay Gray.
Dang, she's in 3rd place with, tied for second, I guess, with 4. Now,
so apparently I need to take the picks from her.
I guess so, man. That's a little embarrassing. I can't believe you just admitted that.
Yeah, I've only got 1. Picking against the spread is just it's hard, man.
It is. I mean, going into this week, the leader of the whole league had 6.
Yes,
so only one person got all 3 right both weeks. So there's still plenty of time to get in here and make your claim for that Browns jersey.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. So let's get started here. We'll go through these pretty quick. First game Thursday night, Jacksonville and Cincinnati. Jacksonville's getting 7.5 points. I'm taking the Bengals here because Jacksonville's awful, and I think I saw they just traded a corner.
Their young corner, his name's Henderson, I think.
So they're not going to need him against the Bengals.
No, of course not. Why would you want to cover probably one of the,
that was a good move by the Panthers, too, making that trade after J.C. Horn just broke his ankle.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville Bengals, I'm taking the Bengals to cover 7.5.
These primetime games so far have been really good.
Yes.
The Thursday night games have been fun to watch, and they've been a good battle, but I think this might break the trend. So I will take the Bengals to Jacksonville blows.
Yes, they do. And I hate to, get on board with you guys, but I agree. The Bengals look tough. The Bengals look like they got something going on, so.
All right, so we're all on the Bengals. I don't know what Zach's at. Also, I don't know how he did last week because that's Zach's job and he wasn't here. But
the last minute no show.
Yeah. So then we got Washington football team. This doesn't say who's home or away.
It's Atlanta.
Okay.
Atlanta's home.
So Washington at Atlanta. Washington is a 1.5 point favorite at Atlanta. Washington's been a little bit underwhelming. I thought
that defense is not what
it was supposed to.
We thought it was going to be.
Chase Young only has 1 sack. But Atlanta has been awful.
They have. They won.
Yes, they did.
The Giants, though. Man, I'm glad I'm not a Giants fan.
Oh, that would be rough. New York in general.
This is a tough game to pick, but I'm probably going to take Washington because even though the defense hasn't been great, Matty Ice is very immobile. I have to think at some point that front seven is going to get home. So I'm going to take the Washington football team.
Give me the WFTs. I think that the Falcons defense is so bad. Heineke and McLaurin and Gibson, they'll be all right this game.
Yep. Give me the WFTs also.
Awesome. So then we got the Houston Texans at the suddenly red-hot Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen looked like himself now finally in this game. Took him a couple games to get into it, but man, he looked really good.
Yeah.
Only had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, he looked really good. The Texans, this is a college spread.
But this spread, dude, oh my God.
The Bills are 17-point favorites.
Wow.
So do you think the Bills, I mean, they've blown out their last 35-0 against Miami, then what, 50-something? So Do you think they cover 17 against the Texans?
I do not.
Okay.
Give me the Texans because I think the Texans defense is good enough to keep it closer than 17.
Okay. Really?
I don't.
I'm going to go with Blake here.
I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And it's tough. I wish that, Tyrod was there. I don't think it'd be a 17-point spread if Tyrod was
That's the thing that's lost in this too is Davis. The Bills have a good defense.
Yeah.
They do. They really do.
So I just don't know. The Texans might get shut out, and I think the Bills will score more than 17.
I would sure hope so.
So
Now you're making me think because I could see a 24-0 come across the board there.
yeah. So
I could see a
I'm going with
40-something
I'm taking with the Bills to give up 17 and still somehow win.
Yes.
You know, I'll stick with mine though. It's the NFL. We'll
All
see.
right. So then we got the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. The
Puke
Bears
and garbage.
The Bears are actually a 3-point favorite here against the Lions. The Bears just got embarrassed.
Yep.
They don't even know. They haven't made a decision on who's going to start at quarterback.
Correct.
And to be honest, the Lions aren't a good football team, but they are nowhere near the dumpster fire people thought they were going to be.
No.
Sounds like you're about to take Detroit.
I'm thinking about it because I don't
will
know.
take Detroit.
I will too.
I will absolutely take
will.
Especially
Detroit.
considering they're getting 3.
Yeah.
And
I wish there was some clarity at quarterback. Like if I knew what was going on in
this
Chicago.
line, when we're making this, it's 3. When they make a decision, the line could change. But I don't know. That Bears, this could be a super low scoring game.
Yeah.
This could end up being like a 10-7 game or something like that. But I'm going to take the Lions.
Yeah.
All right. Did you take the Lions, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives us the Carolina Panthers at the Dallas Cowboys, the surprising Carolina Panthers, the fighting Sam Darnolds.
Jesus.
He finally remembered. It's crazy to think Peyton Manning set a passing record with Adam Gase.
I just can't believe that Adam Gase had a job for more than a year, and it was between a couple different teams.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
What?
Look at Tannehill now, not with him.
Yeah.
Look at Darnold now, not with him. That guy,
All the receivers, all the running backs, basically anybody on offense that played under Gase, look at him now.
yeah. The only reason that dude had any job in the NFL is because he coached with Peyton.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out Peyton was pretty much just doing what he wanted.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's unbelievable. The Panthers are 4-point underdogs. So Dallas is giving up 4 points. It's in Dallas. This is going to be a really tough game, a really good game.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, the Panthers defense is
Legit.
And they just traded for that guy.
They're legit.
The Cowboys offense puts up points.
Yeah.
Can move the ball.
Carolina, I mean, it sucks that CMC is out.
It does.
That's a big thing. I'm going to go with Dallas because I don't know if they can score enough points without having CMC.
I'm going to go with Carolina because I'm not sure that Dallas can move the ball effectively against that defense. And I think it'll be close.
Who they played so far?
Dallas?
No, Carolina.
They played Houston with a rookie quarterback.
Then they played the Saints, and then they made the Saints look bad.
Yeah.
But then who did they play week 1? The Jets.
Oh.
So are we giving this is the first.
Yeah.
This is their first real test.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be a 2-1 Dallas team going in because we don't know what happens tonight.
Yeah, so we don't know how they're going to do tonight. But
Eesh.
this is
I'm excited for that game, by the way.
Yeah.
I need CD Lamb. I have CD in 2 leagues. I already have the 1 league wrapped up, so I just need him to kind of suck tonight. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go with Dallas just because this is the first time I think the Panthers are actually going to face any kind of test.
I'm going to go with Justin on this and do Panthers. I think this ends up being like a 2 or 3 point game.
I think it's close, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that moves us into the Indianapolis Colts at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are 1.5 point favorites at home. The Colts, Carson Wentz is like playing from a wheelchair. He looks like Timmy from South Park.
Hey, shout out all you Colts fans. You guys are having a hell of a season.
Yeah, is there a more disappointing team right now than the Colts?
Man, they were supposed to be so good.
Yeah. That went down the drain real fast.
Phillip Rivers got to get him on the horn.
I'm taking the Dolphins here because Jacoby Brissett is competent.
He looked good.
He brought him back.
Yeah.
He almost won that game for them against the Raiders. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
I'm drinking that Kool-Aid with you, man. I like me some Jacoby Brissett.
I'm coming on board too. I think the Colts go 0-4, and it's very interesting in Indy.
Yeah. I'm going to skip over the Browns game. That takes us to the New York Jets at the New Orleans Saints.
That would be the Giants.
I'm sorry.
Great, man.
Saints are 7.5-point favorites over the Giants.
Who are the Saints?
I don't know, because they murdered the Packers, who look pretty good now the last 2 weeks, but then they go and then they beat up on the Patriots. But are the Patriots really anything right now? But then they get stomped by the Panthers, but the Panthers haven't played anybody, so it's hard to tell. I don't know. This is a tough game for me. Where's it at again? Where did I say?
7.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in
New Orleans.
Well, so it's in Jacksonville, right?
Is it still in Jacksonville, or they?
I don't think they're back yet, are they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think the Saints win. Is it by 8 points?
I don't think so. Give me the Giants just because I like the Saints a lot when they show up.
Yeah, but the Saints.
I don't know.
The Giants are very bad. They're very bad. Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints giving up 7.5 because they're bad.
Their defense is really good though.
Who?
The Saints.
Yeah, their defense. The Giants defense is.
I thought they were going to be a lot better.
This one's tough because it is two teams that sometimes the Giants show up and do things that you're like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the Saints, we don't. Who knows each week? But I'll go with you on the Saints on this because.
I feel like the
I
Saints,
don't know. I got to pick one. So
I feel like the Saints are like the dude from Split. Like this every week they just show up as a different team. They're just like, I'm Patricia this week. I don't know what's going on with him.
All right, so that brings us into the Titans at the New York Jets. The Titans 7.5-point favorites over the Jets. The Titans.
Yeah, let's get this one over
let's
with
just go
quickly.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
The Jets are abysmal. So
it has not. Let me just say, it has not been good for rookie quarterbacks so far. I mean, Mac Jones got his 3-interception game last week. Trevor Lawrence is throwing at least 2 every week. Justin Fields, yikes.
Yeah, where's all these people, hating on these guys? Baker threw some interceptions in year 2, and it was like,
Get rid of him. He's garbage. He's a drunk. Yeah.
Yep. In year 1, he came into a team that was 1-31 and should have been rookie of the year.
Yep.
So
I just feel bad
broke
for like
the
Jets
passing
fans.
touchdown record.
Yep. And you can say whatever the situation these guys came into, there wasn't a situation in the NFL worse than the Browns 4 years ago.
No, because even the Jets, like you're coming in, and Adam Gase used to be your head coach. He's not still. Baker still had Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's rough.
So that brings us Kansas City at Philadelphia.
The last place Chiefs.
Yep. Chiefs are only 6.5-point favorites over the Eagles. The Chiefs have some real problems.
They do.
They do. Mahomes, 2 picks. He had a pick, I think, last week also against Baltimore. Some of the things that he gets away with, he's not getting away with right now. The no-look pass was just a little bit behind somebody, and if he just looks at him, it's an easy completion because there's nobody around him. And then another time where he just kind of heaves it up
the
for a
heave one was
prayer,
bad.
And it's a interception.
Yeah.
But against us, it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, and we don't know what the Eagles are going to do yet because they play tonight. But give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll go Chiefs. They come correct.
Yeah.
Their defense, there is real problems.
Now, I do think the Eagles' defense, I said this last week, I think they're better than what people gave them credit for, even now, really, but before the season. I think the defense isn't as bad.
Eagles defense?
Yeah. Now, offensively, we don't know, really. I'm excited to watch tonight and see what Hurts can do with Devontae Smith and Miles Sanders and all those guys. So we'll see.
I need the Chiefs. I'll take that all day.
I'm taking the Chiefs, but I think there's problems.
They got 99 problems, but the Eagles probably aren't going to be one of these. That's the way I see it.
So that moves us into Arizona at the LA Rams. LA might be the best team in football right now. Rams 5.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Rams just because the Cardinals, they were getting beat by the Jags, and then they rallied and came back, but you can't get down against the Rams. And Matthew Stafford's balling out. Sean McVay finally has his guy, and they look very good.
It's a happy marriage there.
Yes, they dominated the Buccaneers, dominated them. So it's 5.5. I'm going to take the Rams.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if this turned into like a back and forth kind of game, but I would. I'm taking the Rams, but it wouldn't shock me if it turned into
because it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Those always have a little extra to them, but I'll go Rams here as well.
I will say it's tougher for the Rams right now though because they can't run the ball, so it's all Matthew Stafford. So if anybody figures that out, they're going to be up creek a little bit. So that takes us to Seattle at San Fran, 4:05 game. San Francisco 3-point favorites at home over the Seahawks. I watched the entire San Francisco game last night.
Yep.
Even though they gave the Packers all they could handle, they came back, but they got dominated for most of that game. I was not impressed with 49ers at all.
No, and Jimmy G is exactly what he was like when they went to the Super Bowl, like just good enough to get by with.
Yes.
If you've got a good defense and good other pieces around there, he'll get you where you kind of want to go, but he won't get you all the way there.
He's like a better Goff. Yeah. Like they could do things with Goff, but they were never gonna like go all the way.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Sort of situation.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
they can do some things and win some games, but it's always going to be harder than it needs to be.
Sure, you can make the playoffs with Jimmy G. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But
maybe not in that division. I don't know.
True.
So who do you guys like? San Francisco -3.
I see this coming down to like last second field goal either way. I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, I want Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Seattle wins outright. They're getting the points, so I'm going to go Seattle also. Mm-hmm. So then this is Baltimore at Denver. 3-0 Denver, surprising. Should be 0-3 Baltimore. They've gotten some incredibly lucky breaks. Edwards-Helaire fumbles for some reason in week 2. If he doesn't do that, they'd lose that game. If they delay a game against the Lions, they don't win that game. So
Yep.
they got this pretty much almost a straight up pick 'em. Denver's actually a 1-point favorite at home against the Ravens. Denver has yet to face a team that's won a game. Their opponents are 0-9. So this is going to by far be even though very close to being 0-3, this is still going to be by far the best team they've played.
Yep.
That's
I would like to take Denver. Suck it, rat birds.
You know what? I'm going to take Baltimore only because as much as I hate Baltimore, you got to like Justin Tucker a lot. The guy,
Dude,
they literally have tons of players on that team. He is by far the most important person on that team. All he does is go out there and just get them game winners.
he's more important than Lamar Jackson.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know.
I know. You
think if Lamar
you think if they gun to the head, they were like, you have to keep.
They're going to obviously take Lamar. But do you think if they have Chase McLaughlin, they're beating the Browns? Do you think they kick a 66-yarder?
I think you could say I would feel more confident in Tucker's reliability to make his field goal kicks than Lamar to make a game-winning touchdown pass.
I don't know. It was 4th and 19. He had a pretty nice pass.
Yeah, it was nice.
Down.
Did he? I didn't see any of the games.
It was the Sammy. It was nice. But he's super important.
Yeah.
This is one, though, where I want to see Denver's defense create problems for Lamar because I feel like when this year, he hasn't been as, I guess.
He's doing just enough to get it done.
Exactly. When he's getting pressured and hit and beat up a little bit. Yep. And Denver's got a good defense.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens, though, because they're getting points. And I don't know if I can buy into the Broncos until they play a real NFL team.
They're getting
this is it.
Point.
Yeah.
This is it right here. This is a good matchup for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then we got Pittsburgh at Green Bay. We don't even really need to talk about this one that long. Pittsburgh could somehow be the game they come out and win.
No.
But Green Bay, Green Bay -6. I'm taking Green Bay all day.
Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
The Steelers,
Tough.
I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I'm not sorry. You guys are done.
You guys suck.
It's awful. It is. So I was listening to Cleveland Browns Daily on the way up. Big Ben was like 3 of 13 or something like that on yards of 10 yards downfield and more with a pick. That means he threw 58 passes.
Yeah.
So what's 58 minus 13? 45. Yes. So 45 of his passes were 10 yards or less.
He threw 14 passes, 14 completions to Najee Harris.
Yeah.
I don't know how many targets Najee Harris had.
40,
but my God, 14
45
receptions.
passes all within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. I think they said his average pass completion or whatever was like 4 or 5 yards. That is awful.
Don't be surprised if they move to Dwayne Haskins at some point just to see what they got.
I said, does he retire midseason? Big Ben.
No,
the one time he took the snap and ran to his right and literally just like fell down and threw it.
They're I did see that.
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it.
It's so
I heard
bad.
about it.
It's so and then the one he like rolled out and literally just threw it right to a Bengals guy.
Not like they're beat up though. Like there's no Deontay Johnson. Juju went out.
Their quarterback is the problem.
And their line. They're awesome. Yeah.
You put a decrepit old quarterback behind the worst offensive line in football. The Browns might murder him if they do like what they did against the Bears. Yeah. So then we got the game of the decade here. Yeah. Tampa Bay at New England. Tom Brady returning to face Bill Belichick in Tampa Bay or in New England. Sunday Night Football. Tampa Bay 5.5-point favorites. I'm taking Tampa Bay here because I think Mac Jones probably struggles again because Tampa Bay has a pretty good defense and Tom Brady's not going to lose this game.
Tom Brady is going to go out and make sure that. I think it's been kind of funny, you see Tom Brady's like trainer saying, Belichick didn't evolve and stuff, to fit his, fit Tom. Tom Brady is going to go in there and you don't think Gronk wants to kind of rub it in Bill Belichick's face a little bit? Like,
oh yeah,
those guys are going to go in there and there's no way I see Tampa Bay losing this game.
Did you guys see the Sunday night preview of this game last night during the football game?
No.
So they were previewing next week's game and it was, the Brady versus Belichick, and it was like they were like showing these slow motion like highlights of Brady throwing touchdowns and like looking at the camera, and then they would show Bill Belichick just going
with his cut off hoodie,
and then it would be another like Tom Brady fist pumping or something. And then it was Belichick's face. I'm like, wow, what a preview!
His like news conference after the game yesterday. I was talking to my mom. She's like, he just looks so confused. I said, Mom, this is how he is every press conference. Like. It's always one word answers. Yeah. It's you're not getting like
he doesn't like talking to those.
No,
people.
You're not getting anything from him.
I'll take Tampa Bay.
That's good.
As well.
Smart,
right.
Smart man.
So then we got the Monday Night Football game, big one. Las Vegas Raiders at the Chargers. The Chargers are 3.5-point favorites after their big win against the Chiefs. 3-0 Raiders. Surprising 3-0 Raiders.
Yeah.
John Gruden has them playing well. Derek Carr's playing well. Chargers maybe win this game, but I'm probably going to take the Raiders and the points just because the Chargers always seem to lose games dumbly, and they lead the league in having touchdowns called back on penalties.
They have so many bad penalties.
I mean, they've scored 20 touchdowns, but only 8 of them have counted because they just keep getting called back on penalties. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
They had one yesterday. Like, what was it yesterday? Jared Cook just lined up wrong or something.
Yeah,
goofy.
They just always do stupid things. If they ever clean that up, the Chargers, hopefully they don't clean it up until after we play them.
Yeah, no kidding.
But so I'm going to take the Raiders in the 3.5. This is, I think, is going to be a really good game, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that with you.
I really don't know what I want to do because I feel like this is going to be a really, really good game.
I think it's going to be close. I think the Chargers might win, but it's going to be on like a field goal.
That wouldn't shock me at all.
And the Raiders are going to cover.
Sure, and if they only win by 3,
Yep.
Yeah.
3.5. So yeah.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. Why not?
Okay. So that then brings us to the Browns at the Vikings. The Browns are 2-point favorites in Minnesota. I'm going to admit this. I actually picked the Browns to win, but the Bears to cover this past week. That didn't go well.
Oops.
Yeah. So I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going to take the Browns -2. I think the defense has kind of found some things. JOK is coming alive. Delpit's coming along. I think we're going to pressure Kirk Cousins. Miles is going to build on his record-setting day, and we're going to make things tough for Kirk. And I think the offense gets on track. OBJ, another week of practice, getting back into game shape. I think we're going to win.
I also think we're going to win, so I'll just take Cleveland, just straight out.
Yeah, give me the Browns.
I do think it's going to be a tough game, though.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a tough game.